Yep.
5 minutes. Give me another dude. One question. I'll wrap it up now. Hang it out. Ready? Alright. Good evening, everyone. I know it's pretty late at night. My name is Dallas Ashford. I'm currently taking the University of Illinois Springfield Oral Communication Online course for the summer of 2015. The speech I'm going to be giving today is a reactive speech over the aging prison population, and what I'm rebutting is the older the prisoner, should they be allowed to go to nursing homes? My stance on this whole subject is no. I'd like to first start off by thanking you guys for being my audience members in here, taking time out of your busy nights to come up here and listen to the speech. The speech I'm rebutting, it was made points where the older the prisoner, we should implement nursing homes for them to go to out of the prison. The point I want to make is when somebody is sentenced for a crime that they have committed, they need to serve out their entirety of their sentence. It was made in the previous speech that there was no or lacking of health care for the prisoners, which is not true. According to VERA, the Institute of Justice, the United States spends $335 million a year on inmates to provide them health care and health care facilities. This is meaning that every prison, state, county, federal, any prison that you can go to, they have a fully staffed medical department that will handle any of the prisoners' needs. If they get bronchitis, if they break a leg, anything like that. If it's serious enough where a prisoner has to go to the hospital, say they have cancer and they need to go through hospice treatment or anything like that, they do institute them in the hospital to get those treatments finished. And once again, that was based off of a study that was conducted in 2012 by VERA. As of right now, taxpayers are paying $39 billion per year to fund penitentiaries, whether it's federal, state, county, local, anything like that. That is estimated $5.4 million above the annual projected budget of $33.5 million. That means that somewhere in this mix, we're spending $5.4 billion over what we're allocated to for the prison. So the question that comes up with this is, if we're spending that kind of money in the prison system, $335 million of it is towards health care, what is the need for nursing? Another question that pops up with that is, when we're going to build these facilities for nursing homes, if we were to ever venture down that path, these nursing homes wouldn't be the average, where your grandma and grandpa go when they hit a certain age. These nursing homes would need to follow federal guidelines per the United States Federal Penitentiary Code to uphold for prisoners. It's the same sense as pretty much we're just giving them hospital beds in their rooms and giving them perks that otherwise they wouldn't deserve if they didn't commit the crime. So the estimated cost for that would be upwards of $117 million just to build a new facility. That's not bringing it up to code. That's not adding any new medical facilities, any beds, any nurses, anything like that. Just to build a new prison is $117 million. The cost per bed in that prison for a medium-sized prison, which would be 1,500 people, would be about $89,000 a year. That would equate to around $130 million a year to run a prison with state medical facilities. And that's per the South Carolina Department of Corrections Facilities Maintenance Program. That is not factoring in what it would be for medical costs, anything like that. Currently, in federal, county, local, state ran prisons, the medical portion of it is covered by the government through the Medicare program. If we did decide to implement a new nursing home system where we would take these inmates out at a certain age, then that funding would come out of the taxpayers' dollars. So that's where we would see an increase in funding where, instead of you paying your average 7% per tax for the year, you would increase probably about 9.5% to update this facility. And the final issue that we run into is that gives incentive for elderly people out on the streets that otherwise can't afford health care or are too proud to go on Medicare to commit crimes in order to get put in these nursing homes. It's just a false incentive offered to these people and the public, which will increase our crime rate. So, in closing, building a new nursing facility will not only cost us a whole lot more money added to annual revenue per facility, it will also increase the crime rate.
Attention warehouse, morning time is over.
Because it would enable the elderly or people that just want free health care the opportunity to commit crime routine. In closing, I'd like to say thank you again for listening to my speech and coming in here. And did that speech make sense to you guys and help you understand the issues with opening a separate nursing facility for elderly and state prison inmates? Well, thank you very much for your time. Once again, I'm Dallas Ashford. Kind of messed up in that break time deal, okay, right?